By the time I was 12 years old, I really didn't have any role models. I didn't have any heroes. I didn't have anyone I really looked up to. One afternoon, I skipped school and I went to see a film, and the film was Hercules. And my life changed drastically from that point. You would have these men trying to overcome incredible odds, even at the risk of their own life. As a matter of fact, they would willfully give their life for a higher ideal. And that kind of philosophy has followed me throughout my entire life. Action films to me are a throwback to ancient mythology, and every culture has these stories, and they are an integral part of the tapestry of those cultures. So what has been going on for thousands of years of people telling these incredible stories around the campfires and passing them on through word of mouth, through books, through tablets, through cave drawings. What we do today in modern cinema is just try to recapture that feeling using modern techniques, but the original idea is still the same. Heroes overcoming incredible odds to make the world a better place. Men overcoming evil, even at the cost of the hero's life. Things happen for a reason. I don't know if it's spiritual, predestiny, or what, but I couldn't have made Rocky Balboa 10 years earlier than when I made it, because I had to live it and I had to go through some trials and tribulations. I feel the same way about the Expendables. Though it's an action film, it has a lot of heart, and at the core of it, it's about finding real value in your life, some sort of spiritual value.
What are you doing? You're dead, junkie!
We should work on the choreography here, so you just literally, he touches you. Right there. Down.
No, other side. Shooting this way.
I mean, give him a big-ass Thor kick. Yeah. Boom! Don't blow this off. It's the greatest car kill in history. Action!
Insect.
Let's start shooting.
Where do you want me?
Right there. Perfect, my man.
The camera truly doesn't lie. It makes beautiful people average people beautiful. And what really makes a star is when the audience is looking at that person on the screen and they feel like they can trust what they're looking at. And that's why very few people make it to a certain level. It's a very unusual relationship with the camera and the audience, and something inside that connects with people.
Slide on in there, fill the space.
All right, if not,
Good?
if we could
Yeah.
step back.
See that tattoo?
That's great, guys. Thank you.
That's great. That's right. That's right there, man. Boom.
You just can't be a one-man band anymore. Just like the Expendables, on their own, they wouldn't survive. But together, they provide a certain kind of support group. It's good to have guys like Jason and Jed around because they're the real deal. They know exactly what they're doing. They're still hungry, and there's much more for them to achieve. And I wanted to find really tough, hard-bitten men that are normally not associated with this kind of drama, but have a hunger for it, like Randy Couture, who is a legend in mixed martial arts, and then Steve Austin, Stone Cold, is a legend in his sport. And they bring with them a tremendous experience in real-life combat that is absolutely noticeable on film. Now, Eric Roberts, I've known a long time, and he's a very, very deep actor. Not often do you find a perfectionist in so-called action films. That's why it was great to take a dramatic actor and put him in this genre.
That's it, guys.
I have a great history with Dolph Lundgren, and in this film, he portrays a character that I've never seen before and just nails it. Mickey and I have known each other for almost 30 years. As soon as he was on the screen with me, it just elevated everything to another level. And I feel that I needed that in this film. I needed men that are stars in their own right, and you put all that together as an experiment and see what would come out of it.
That's it right here. Everybody? Okay, done. Next.
You're as good as your team. At the stage of my life where I have a fantastic family, great wife, incredible children, it's very difficult to be away. So I want to make sure that what I'm doing is really worth the amount of time and effort that's going into it, because I feel like many other people on the set, you're sacrificing a great deal of your personal life for your professional life, and I feel this film was worth the sacrifice. Good morning. And sometimes I really don't know what's going to happen, and that kind of unpredictability is what makes moments so unique in this film, because it's that pulse and that sense of urgency, and people are on edge. And we try to keep that edge going, and what comes out of that is kind of a spontaneity and an excitement that can't be duplicated on a set somewhere.
Sly, he's a legend in his work and approach in Hollywood. You know, I've worked with a lot of different directors along the line, and I couldn't have more respect for what he does, and I just hope I'm able to keep up with him.
Quick, beat, fast. Rapido. Move that camera around, shaky cam, that's it. Whip pan. That's what I want. Okay, cut.
Okay, so you want to see what you want to do inside the cage?
It's a great honor to get to work with somebody like Sly. You know, he's been in the business a long time, and I learn every day.
Yesterday, the way that we set it up is I came here.
At this point now, he's already there. You don't have him in the kill position yet, but he's right there, the guy with a gun on him. So you're doing...
This is more. Okay.
Exactly.
I'd love nothing more than to see a really good, out-of-left-field, original action spectacle, you know, that plays well.
We want our money now!
You know, Sly's one of the few guys working that loves practical effects, loves blowing real shit up.
Lights out!
There's a lot of hope on this film. We want all of them to kick ass all the time.
Sly's under a lot of pressure, being the director, the actor, the writer, the zookeeper for a lot of other, most of the time, #1 actors in their other movies, so he has a lot to do.
Mark.
Big, bold, happy, clear. Ready? Acid. What is that? No!
If there's one thing Sly does know how to do, it's how to shoot somebody so that they fucking look amazing, you know, and he does know how to construct an action scene.
I guarantee
Amy, ready to read?
this cuts together like a jigsaw.
On action, the bag has just
There
landed.
will be no rough edges.
We, you know, been in 2 continents. We're working 3 shifts a day. There's a lot of explosives, gimmicks, special effects. We were working with 50 stuntmen a day, hundreds of extras, so it's a pretty big challenge.
So some will be aiming at them, and some will be aiming at us.
You want the float? Go back and forth and...
Absolutely. Here we go. Guys, first position.
We're here's gonna get bloody. Everybody ready for that? Camera mark. Effects are hot. Here we go. Let's roll sound. All right. Woo! Let's go.
Vocalize.
Everybody rolling. Fire in the hole. And 3, 2, 1.
Get out!
Call that a time.
You know, the minutiae involved in a movie like this is astounding. I think at this stage in his life, and for the 25 years I've been with him, it's probably the single most taxing, challenging, arduous shoot that I've ever experienced him doing. Did you need stitches?
Oh, yeah, it's a couple. Yes.
It's like every movie is like The last one in Rambo, I was like getting sewn up in the woods, right?
Literally, stitches
Like-
in the woods.
Yeah, it's like
That's kind of box.
It's like,
The surgeons
Oh,
came
yeah.
out and they put on gowns and everything.
No Novocaines, like, but actually I think it's good luck. Like, I didn't bleed during Rhinestone. I didn't bleed during Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, so that might be something to that.
We killed them! We killed them! Drop your guns!
Hey, there's more fools in this world than people, so back off, cuz.
We killed them all. I don't care.
Pause,
Drop your guns.
pause, right there. Now, we react on each one of us on drop our guns, ready? Say, drop our guns, Jason, you go like...
Drop your guns!
Hey, there's more fools in this world.
Terry,
Oh,
we're doing an ad lib here.
sorry.
Say, drop your guns. A lot of times people ask me, is it difficult to be in a scene and direct it and write it and be acting in it at the same time? And I go, yeah, it is, because you never are unaware of your surroundings. You have to keep your eye on all the actors, be aware where the camera is, but also try to deliver a performance that is somewhat focused. But we don't stop, because I think stopping loses the energy, so we'll just continue to drive right through it, because I know in the editing I'll be able to find the right pieces in there. So when I'm directing, I'm able to ad-lib, change it, change course right there, and try not to miss a beat.
I got the 4 on the left.
Why don't you take the 2 on the right and leave the rest?
Here we go. You know that fast I go. Why don't you take the 2 on the left?
Not that fast.
Light.
The only thing faster is what?
Light.
Light.
Oh, my God.
Take the money and go!
All right, last chance. You take your friends and go. No? Everyone feel good about this? Conscience clear?
Yeah.
Come and get it.
Kill them!
Okay, cut. I work well with chaos. You know, it's always been chaotic, but it's never been smooth. From the time, we got dressed in the back of a deflated, low-tired, fish-smelling station wagon for a Rocky. I mean, it's always been like do-it-yourself, kind of like paper clipping it together. So I'm back to pretty much the way I was raised, which is total chaos. But growing up in my house, my neighborhood, it's a normal state. Did you get those images?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. So here, okay, is this, okay, here's one. I have got thousands of pages here of this kind of fantastic stuff. Let's see what's a good example. These are all of my different drafts over the last number of months, almost year, basically. Sometimes we go off the draft and into legal pads. A lot of them are puzzles, actually. And all of it, I have boxes as well, so there's a full box of more of this. And then I have 2 drawers in my desk of all of these, and I've saved every one of them.
20 seconds
Here's
for
the
the
plane,
win.
guys. It's here.
Oh, man. That's scary. Whoa. That's sex.
Test run?
Test run on the wetness? What if I get hurt in the rehearsal? Think about it.
Yeah.
Well, it's one thing to get hurt during the shot. It's really bad to get hurt during the rehearsal. Let's start the plane. Let's get it going.
Okay, here we go. Ready, and action!
Action, action, action.
guys are gonna love it. Yeah, right there. Fucking ass-kicking shot.
Yeah. First time it runs is Rambo. It seems so simple, you're right. It bus goes into river. Well, who's driving it?
Yeah. It's like when they say, it's only a 32nd of a page. They fight. Easy.
8 different battles going on at the same time. How are you going to write that? And each one's a different style. Like this thing. Barney jumps on plane.
Easy. They fight. Easy.
That guy. So he climbed into that from inside the cabin, right? I'm looking at this amazing plane. Then I thought, God, how much more can I do with it? But then I saw a man climb out of here, one of the workers, and I saw this hatch go. I said, wouldn't it be amazing if they actually, this benign seaplane, this is literally an air battleship. It's a gunship. Jason gets up there, crawls, that hatch opens up, completely unexpected. It cuts loose with a .250 calibers, riddles the hell out of that dock, scares the soldiers, and then just when you think we're gonna take off, I pull the switch, gas starts to come out, it's incredible. Jason pulls back, leans out, fires the flare, the entire dock ignites, all the enemy jumps into the water, and we just disappear into that great unknown. It's just mind-boggling because I know it's not me. It's not me. I get that. It took me, about 30 years to figure that out. It's not me. The image of Rocky and Rambo, Rocky, it's just amazing how this incredible accident happened, and it's just endured. This is like the third generation, second or third generation, that have grown up watching it on TV. They've never even seen it in a movie theater. Incredible, just incredible. There was a different kind of, it was more of a sensual, screaming, rock concert feel in the mid-'80s. That's what it was all about. Now, it's much more genuine. Because, you're not hot anymore in a sense. You know what I mean? You can only be hot once. That's when you get discovered. That's like your moment. Now it's some kind of appeal that really eludes me because I've just never seen it before. I don't know how to. I'm looking at kids that literally are younger than my children. My daughter is 6. To give you an idea, I wish the whole family was here to see it. That's one of the reasons I did Rocky Balboa. People go, oh, it's driven by ego. It was driven by wanting my daughters to see what I used to do for a living. True. And that was really, really important because up until then, they thought I was a person that lived on TV, reruns.
This is my oldest son, Sylvester. And this is my oldest daughter. This is Sophia. And this is Sistine. And this is Scarlett. And this is Phoebe, Spooky, Barney, and Maggie.
Long, quiet steps. Good. Good. Good, Sistine. Yeah, that was great. But that was one of the motivating factors. So I think if I didn't have the young children, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to do it.
We won! We won!
And then they were going to leave on the last day. And that was my finale in the fight. I said, you can't do it. I told Jennifer, I said, I got very emotional. I said, they got to see me finish. Now they got to see me finish. They got to see what their father used to be. When I read a script, I go, what is this about? If it's just about conquering a villain, I'm tougher than you, then it's not so interesting to me. It's knowing that you're going to go after a nemesis, a villain, who is much stronger than you, much wiser than you, and most likely you're going to lose, but you still do it anyway. That's a real action hero. So we need another one here.
Yep, Jody's there.
Coming at you. Okay, Jody here, but not too tight. You're talking about like a, what, 50, 35?
Okay, sure.
Okay, fine. Then you got right here.
This is straight down low behind him here.
Yeah, right. Blast. Okay?
Can we get Jason?
I want this guy, let's get on. These guys are warmed up now.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't let them get cooled.
All right, here we go.
Action. There must be a plight in the film, a quest, a noble cause, and the hero has to be put in jeopardy. We know he can die. We know that he's not bulletproof. We know that he bleeds. Cut! I know. I got him with it, right?
Jim!
I'm jams, am I?
Well,
No.
I got this one. Ow. That hurts.
No, there's a hole.
Is it really?
There's a hole.
A hole? There's a hole?
Oh my God, there is a hole.
Now I can hear.
Let's make some pressure.
Some alcohol in that? Do you have any alcohol?
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Yeah. This.
Alcohol.
Arnold, if you're listening, you made the right decision. You have the most important thing in the scene. He could be feeding that horse an apple. Boom. Something instead of just standing there. Like, it shows like he's...
Right.
I'm gonna enjoy this a little bit. Because we'll do it a couple ways, but I really believe you gotta start out like a beautiful ballad, and you build a crescendo. You know, you think about, you're going Colonel Kurtz. That's who you are, you know, it's apocalypse now. And the more mad he became, the more grounded he became in his commitment. And it wasn't screaming as much as, I mean, there's a moment in there where you like lose it, and then you hold it back. Because he's gonna start coming apart, see what I mean? I want to have the role reversal.
Yeah, do you know how long it takes for a cocoa plant to produce? Of course you don't, let me tell you. 2 months ago, we are 8 weeks behind schedule. Keep your peasant
There's not a lot of smiling. That says to me, this guy is really serious. He's not, was it Pastor Gray, right? He's
A little
trying,
power.
Yeah, it's not coy, it's not, because you can do that in your sleep. You know, you've got this material way of going. You have volume, you have pitch, you have tone. Now, I want to see this.
Where is my growth? Where is your manpower? Do you know how long it takes for a cocoa field to produce? Of course you don't, let me tell you. We are 8 weeks behind schedule. Kick your peasants' asses. Get me my product.
Cut!
And Mark. Ready.
It's like a serpent. You're just waiting for him to move, and you're going to strike.
Uh-huh.
And then he's locking eyes with you, too, because he's not backing off. So the tension is palpable.
Done.
Ready? Acting.
I am your lifeline. I am the one who coordinates all this confusion. I am making you rich, and being wealthy is very good. It allows people to be the real asswipes nature intended them to be.
Sometimes things are just not worth the money.
Sure they are.
Cut.
And cut.
Thing of beauty. Okay.
Sure. Well, that's the last morning. Well, we talked about the last morning. We're gonna.
You can't mess with that.
Pretty hard. Can't miss. They would never know.
Right down the pipe.
This is it right here, baby. Official Hail Caesar. Miniature grenade launcher for your ass.
And what
Fits
happened?
on
Did
your
you
arm.
quit lifting or what?
I don't, you know, I heard the gun show is gonna be out here in. I'm sorry, Sly. Are we filming over there next?
You saw Rambo.
I'll take it. I'll take it. That's it, man.
Calm down. No, we can make the delay. Camera's running very light.
Yeah.
See? Right. See this? You don't need it. Unless you like it.
I just want this to feel like, you know, solid.
All right, I made it.
Well, it's a long lens, so it really is stacked up. You want to widen just a little so we feel a little bit more further away?
Yeah, I think it. You're panicking. You know, this. If you don't find him, he's dead meat. It's over. End of you guys. End of Expendables. End of everything. So you'd stay forever. But that's what he wants. That's the rules. And you're all right. You know, he's the bad guy here. That's what he wants. You know?
Okay.
It's right here.
Here we go.
Time's up.
What's the call?
10 minutes. Go find him without the same okay?
No way.
That's what he wants.
10 minutes. Let's go.
Good. So, Randy, just hit it harder. You're too casual on that. You can't be fast enough on this. Just a little harder. Action.
Time's up. What's the call? We get 10 minutes. We can't find him without the
No
same
way.
10 minutes.
You see how you go, no way? Just go, no way. Take out the
Okay.
no way.
Shorter.
Shorter. Just spit it out. Ready? Action.
Time's up.
What's the call?
Give it 10 minutes. We can't find him without the same
No way.
That's what he wants.
That's it.
10 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
That's it. See what I mean? No punctuation, no curves, no commas. Bing, bang, 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 bang. Action!
Nice view.
It's 3:36. We got 20 minutes to bring this place down. I'll take this up.
We got company.
I got him. You guys take off.
One more time as he's walking. You don't see him. He enters frame clean and boom, up and up to your face.
Sometimes you have a tremendous amount of physicality in the upcoming scenes, and you know it's going to take probably 4 or 5 days to get it properly, but you just don't have. You have one night. So I try to set up the cameras in a way that they capture the energy, which I think is pretty hard to get.
Randy's hitting his guy right there.
When he gets there.
There you go. And see how let that go.
Yeah, it's good. I don't want the guys to get stale. I want them to feel like they're part of the process. Camera there. Guy coming upstairs. Blast. When the whistle blows, they're ready to perform. And what they give you is a kind of energy because they're part of the process. They're not just sitting around waiting. Ready. Good. Line down. Cut. You got it. A lot of guys have muscles. A lot of strong men in this world. I think it's important to show that even under all this ability and strength, there's a fragile side, a side that can be affected. And you got to show your soul. Otherwise, you're just another piece of equipment. You're in the shadow world. You're a dark guy. And how do you say it? I'm a hitman. I'm a contractor. I'm a soldier of fortune. I face death every day. I could die tomorrow. I can't explain that. So in a sense, this is a doomed relationship. Not because you do anything wrong. Your job pulls you in that direction, and her wanting to build a life is the complete opposite. You'll be so great. Well, let's go.
Ready when you are. Okay, Here we go. Jason, we'll take you down to your starting position. Action!
It's hard sometimes for an action actor to show a sensitive side because it's considered weakness, or you're fearful that you might come off as sentimental. And now I think we've become less personal in the filmmaking. It's less emotional and much more visually explosive, but it doesn't tug on the heart as much as I think it should.
Wait! Everything all right?
Yeah?
Who's he?
He's a friend.
Kind of late. You got a name?
Friend. She just told you.
When he goes, friend, he starts to move. You're going after him. So now you're here without any dialogue. Okay? Then I thought things were really great. No, wait. I thought things were really good between us. Maybe for you.
Maybe for you, but not for me.
Right.
I felt like you never cared about getting into my life or letting me into yours. Stop.
Yeah, sure I did.
No, you didn't. Not the way that people who really care about each other really do. I mean, I've known you for over a year. I don't even know what you do for a living.
Remember I said yesterday, you really don't want this to happen.
No.
So if he would just go, all right, sorry, all right, man, but he's not giving that up yet.
I've known you for over a year and a half, and I don't even know what you do for a living.
What's the matter? When I'm here, I'm with you. That matters.
What matters is when you're here, you're not really here. You're a good man. I love you, but...
Lace!
Oh, I hate his voice.
This is his security, this is his power, this is his manhood. He's on his bike, you're stopping him. There's more distance here, and he's saying, do not let him come down here. But if he's on the porch, he's only 6 feet away, and knowing him, he would go through the screen door, and that'd be the end of that.
Did you say something?
Don't let him come down here.
Please tell me you understand what I'm saying. You have to understand.
I understand. You take care.
Lee.
New deal. New deal.
They say it's good to have a friend. Sometimes it's good to have a benevolent adversary that pushes you a little bit beyond what you think you can do.
Hey, how you guys doing? What's going on?
Okay. All right, guys, pictures up. Here we go.
Ready, action.
Big Barney Ross, what are you doing here?
There you're trying mouse. Cut. Yeah, they said this couldn't be done, and they're like, thank God I've got two magnanimous friends who gave their time freely, and you know, they really put out for this. So you settled in here. What's it? You're studying me.
I think we've been rehearsing for this scene about the last 20, 25 years. And here today, it's culminated.
The whole thing came together just perfectly. I mean, we have had this extraordinary friendship for so many years, promoting movies and promoting and helping each other with movie openings. We have the same kind of interests, and now all of a sudden this whole thing came together. And I think it is because we don't get paid. I mean, it's like in bodybuilding in the old days. When we made no money, we had the most fun.
I appreciate it, because I think, you know, it's never going to happen again. It probably, you know, we've got such busy lives and such diverse lives. And then, anyway, I'm busy.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said.
I'm busy.
Ready, action.
What it takes is a little army. Only an idiot would do this job.
How much?
No, like I said.
You gotta go back to your day job.
I've always thought that the best projects ever performed have always been done with an incredible ensemble.
You can't trust me.
There it is. I'm always at odds with myself. What I thought the night before is not necessarily going to happen the following morning. I just thought I'd kind of, you know, sweeten a little bit, just subtly change the tone. We just sometimes have to wing it, and quite often it turns out better than what the original plan was. So you lose this social inhibition. So you go like this. What'd you talk about?
APD, avoidant personality disorder.
You think too much.
Right, look, everybody's got a problem, Toll Road. You're an unusual guy. I'm gonna cut it right there. How's that feel, guys?
Walt Disney spends $100 million trying to make a place look like this. And look at this. This is 100 years old. It's the best set you've ever seen in your life. And I better be quiet, 'cause it's about to start.
Okay, have fun, guys. Action.
How many soldiers?
Maybe a couple of hundred.
Wouldn't take much more than that to control a space that small.
Great. They've got a small army. What do we got? 4.5 men.
Not so funny.
Sometimes I think the best actors around are a little eccentric. Some people may call it crazy, but there's a method to their madness. And then I hear the engine. Headlight comes through, bang, Mickey, and that is pretty much a cut.
Here. Okay, here. And what I want to know is when I get off here, where we going?
And then I'm starting to get on to this.
That's when I mount you?
Yes, you mount. When you think about it, your career is based on being someone other than yourself. It's a controlled craziness. Quite often, a lot of actors are more comfortable playing characters other than themselves because they get rid of their inhibitions. And it's my job to try to make them feel secure in those choices. So your first thing will be taking a couple of years to do a couple of initials, and I'll just slip on it.
That's what I say?
Yeah, just say that, and I'm gonna come right in and go, we had to get rid of Gunner.
Yeah.
Ready, action.
Hey, man, it's taking me a couple of years to do
Yeah, you're taking you a couple of, yeah, me and me. It's taking you a couple of years to do a couple of initials.
Okay, it's taking me?
No, me. So you go, it's taking you a couple of years to do a couple of initials.
Brother, it's taking you a couple of years to do a couple of initials.
That's
So
it.
if you want to do it, let's rock and roll.
Here we go. Ready, action.
Brother, it's taking you a couple of years to do a couple of initials, so let's do it.
Yeah.
Can I write my lines right down here?
Yeah, you can.
Let me tell you something. Remember we was last time? Where were we? We were ass deep in that mud and blood.
Nigeria.
Yeah, your hand was all shot to shit. You were bleeding all over the place, and I was bleeding, and you know what I did? I promised myself, I don't want to die all alone, full of holes in the mud and the blood. I want to die with something that counts. I want to die with a woman. I want to die with someone who cares about me, you know? But I want to die for a woman. I want to die laying next to a woman. That's what I want.
Christmas time.
Yeah, I can smell them from here.
Like that.
We're gonna put you on CSI tomorrow.
Is you gonna be there?
What I'd like to do is have something attached here. I'll take my thing out here and
And
do
you
it
throw it.
just underhand from here.
Exactly.
Flash fucker.
Right.
I'm feeling a little lucky tonight. I'm feeling very accurate.
Another time, come on.
Yeah?
Come on. Take him on.
Come on, Christmas. Bring it, baby.
Encourage him, please.
He never beat you in your life.
Come on, Christmas. No disgrace in losing.
Perfect. I think it's very, very important for a director to be respectful of an actor because it's an extremely delicate balance. And I know I've been on the receiving end of people that really weren't sensitive to that, and it can have an effect. I was doing Farewell, My Lovely, and I got a small part on it. And I'm on the set, I'm excited, I'm thrilled. It's 1973, 74. So I'm up there and I'm working. Wow, here I am, my underwear ready to go. And the producer of this film comes in. And he goes, who's that guy in the bed? He goes, we just hired him. It's okay, it's a small part. He goes, can you shoot around him? He goes, why? Oh, it's just a small part. He goes, well, where's the other guy? He says, in England. He goes, you can't do better than that? And I'm looking at it, is there like someone standing behind me? Who's that rude? He goes, all right, just to hell with it, let's go. So we do the scene, and I'm, needless to say, like a little insecure and angry. Then they go, okay, break for lunch. And they bring all these hamburgers on the set. And they start passing around to everybody. And as they get close to me, this makeup man goes, don't even give him one, he won't be around after lunch. I say, what'd you say? He says, you giving me lip? I said, am I giving you lip? You're the one that insulted me. He says, I'm not even worth it to be around for food, and I'm giving you lip. Just then, Robert Mitchell goes, what's all this shit? Let's go eat. That's my introduction into big-time filmmaking. So now I make sure that everyone gets a hamburger. Hi, we got just about everyone here representing the different groups. What I'd like to do is work what we call French hours. I remember we were falling behind schedule, and I thought I'd suggest something new to the Brazilian crew, which is called French hours. That means the food is actually brought to you, so you don't have to stop and lose an hour, hour and a half for lunch. But the majority of the workers that are not working on that particular spot would go eat, and it would be just the same, just normal. And the reward would be that we would work at the most 10 and a half hours a day instead of 12 hours and lose that momentum. This is what we did on Rambo, and that's why I think the film has such energy. And I'd like to do that here. I know it's unusual for Brazil, but I think you would be happy if we tried it for 1 week. And if you don't like it, we don't do it. Obviously, it didn't go over well. Maybe there's a translation problem, but I failed miserably. Guys, no pressure. This has to be perfect on the first take. On action, you start to look at the plane. Then you stay there until I say, hey! And then you turn around, you get blasted. Action, plane! Hey! Hey! Pow, 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 pow. Shoot those 4 guys. Then I go, wah, right there. And he's trying to pull his pistol off. He gets it right here. And then I'm looking at him like that. I go, and I repeat a line earlier in the day. He said to me, you look nervous. Now I go, you look nervous. And right then, he starts to, that's it. All right. Pow, pow. Hey! You look nervous. Cut. You know, it never ceases to amaze me that when you get to a location, it's never quite the way you see it in your eye. You can go there before you film and it looks kind of quiet and sterile, but then you get there and you see the set and you see the possibilities. But when it gets right down to it, it's about the character's dilemma and trying to find the inner workings of the men themselves that will make it identifiable and keep the storyline going and not get so hung up on the actual physicalities of the location. I'm gone. I've given up on life. You still have hope. You still are romantic. Yeah. And I have to get mine back. You mean the tall guy? We got gear. No, it's fine. Actually, the hairier, the meaner, the better. We were casting soldiers for the dictator's army, and when I went down there, all I saw were male models, basically, you know, the attack of the male model here. Then I thought, wow, Brazil is the hub of mixed martial arts fighting.
Yeah, I have a gym there in Recreio. It's nearby here, and we make a fight every month over there.
So you can make one for us?
For sure.
Okay,
for sure.
We'll be there. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
It's great.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure.
It's like meeting Elvis Presley. Oh, lots of them.
It's the first time we've been in Brazil, and I'm honored to be in the presence of such legendary fighters. When you see 2 guys in the ring going at each other, it's reminiscent of ancient Rome. These men are down there fighting just for the sake of fighting. They're there to entertain us, but they're really not. They're doing something that is just so important to them. What person has the real will to overcome something that they don't think they can do, that they're actually afraid of? You know, it's will over skill. They swallow their fear and dig down deep, and in the end, it's their heart that proves victorious, much more than muscles. I would kick his ass, but I don't want to say anything. all these powerful MMA fighters volunteered to be in the film, it changed the whole casting process. It may not seem like much on the surface, but when the camera goes by, it senses that these men can do great harm, that they're not just actors, they're the real deal. And getting real faces that have pathos in them and have some truth in them is very, very important in supporting the star. It's the complete picture, it's the concept. You're only as good as your support group and your surrounding. And once that all melds together, you have a truthful picture in a realistic situation. On action, Steve gets out. Comes out and goes, move that goddamn truck, like that. These guys start to come out. That truck, I don't want to block this, so the nose of the truck has got to come here. I mean, run it into the curb, I don't care. You'll stay here, and then Steve will say, get back in, when the truck is there. As soon as he goes, back, you go.
We'll sign a couple.
Okay, and then we're gonna follow one camera, is following the two giants, right?
Okay.
One is on him, and then the other one stays on her. Okay, we'll come around the boat. And then we go along the boat.
And this one here just carries you all the way to your duck in, and the truck's all going by.
Everybody go that way.
Here we go. When time is not on your side and you set your cameras up and you've rehearsed a couple of times, it's now that moment where you have to depend upon the eye of your cameraman to hopefully capture somewhat of your vision. It's never going to be perfect, but if you can just get the energy and the sense of urgency, then I think you've accomplished the mission. This is where you must really depend upon the vision of other people, hope that everyone's on the same page. All right, we're about halfway there. Let's go!
As soon as he trenches down for it, don't want to block that out for it.
You know, it's amazing how many times when you think that you have it under control, then all of a sudden the clouds open up and it starts to rain. You go, oh my God, how am I going to make this work? The one thing I know is the best laid plans don't always happen. Something always comes up that takes you in a different direction. Here's the problem with this whole setup. If a guy is coming in here, this is the worst place for a desk, if you want a dramatic effect. There's no discovery. You got a guy at the back end. It's here.
I always had his desk here. There was a problem.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe we can avoid all this crap. Let's just say you have, he's there. Is Amy or anyone here describing? Where are you going? See, now, he says, so that's why he's loading is where are you going? I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, I'd have to change it to like, guy comes in, Monroe is here. You lose that girl, I'll skin you. Garza's over there, or there with the easel. I'll skin you. And just in, you got one of these guys with their faces coming with a bag of, it's open zip money. Comes in, bang, what do you think, Jimmy? He drops it right here.
Once Sly gets to where he wants to get, once his journey's been reached for that particular issue, you realize that, you know, oh my God, that's what he was looking for. His demands are a means to an end. It's not, you know, it's not something personal.
And that painting is slashed. It is back there, so he's like getting rid of who he was.
The real Sly, I know the real Sly, I mean, he's hard on everyone because he's hard on himself. I mean, once you realize that, he's not asking you to do anything that he wouldn't ask himself to do.
You got any brushes? You got any knives?
Yes, sir. My brushes and knives are coming in.
What do you got?
Give me a paintbrush off the easel.
When you're doing a film or doing any kind of project, I think that you have to be almost irrationally passionate because this is your baby. It's something that you understand more than anyone else. You can't expect anyone else to feel it the way you do. Just the same way no one can understand how you feel about your child, because it's part of you. It's in your blood, it's in your DNA. It's just feather and stuff, okay? Yeah. Keep. Good. Now, a little bit on the...
You want a piece of him?
You're going Van Gogh here. It's like getting dressed for a prom in a dark closet, because you don't know until you get into that editing room what you've got. Screaming, ready? Action. Bang, bang! Bang, bang, bang! Got it. Cool. A little more the other way down. There it is, right there. Okay. Action. Money goes, grabs it, gone. No jogging, fast, clean, frenzy. When you get there, it takes on a whole different life. You can't figure that out sitting in an office in California. I see the flames, it looks great. Okay, good. And you guys are alert. Action. Nobody owns me! Cut. Thank you.
Cut. Just one for me. Cut. Hold up, guys.
Actually, one time I actually tried to buy back a film and burn it with First Blood. The first cut was so bad on First Blood that I went out in the alley and threw up. So I went to Andy Vine and said, "Can I buy the print?" He goes, "Why?" So I could burn it. Really, it's horrifying, and they wouldn't do it. I said, "Well, can we edit it?" All right, get in there and edit. So it cut 3 hours to 89 minutes. So they cut out all my dialogue. He just never talks until the end. But that's what sold it. That's the whole concept of that silent character, which wasn't silent. True story. Mm-hmm. So it really is. That movie is like a minor miracle, but you never know. Gets back to bleeding and pain and aggravation, and you have a good film. Ready? Action, Steve! Giselle is a rare breed. She's a Brazilian actress who really insisted on doing primarily all her own physical work. And those were somewhat difficult stunts, especially when she was going to be waterboarded. I was going to use a double because it's dangerous. She said, no, I want to do it. And believe it or not, she actually is being waterboarded in the scene.
So, can we go to 15 rounds for Jody's camera? Because he's going from gun to you and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, more the better.
It'll give him an extra beat.
He's a happy camper.
This would make your nipples just stand right out.
Ready and action.
So we're gonna pick it up right there. So it'll be a single on me, single on Jason, single on Jet, and the fourth one, it'll be a single going back and forth between Terry and Randy, okay? Action! A lot of times action movies get a bad rap as being easy or inferior to dramatic films, but having done both, I have to say that action films are very, very taxing physically. If they're done right, they take everything out of you, and the camera has to tell a story, and you have to physically be up to telling the story with your body. In other words, going through the actual mechanics of making the people believe that what you're doing is somewhat heroic. Cut.
Cut. You got 1 minute to put this together.
you're going to ask him the same question a second time. He's giving you lip, right? Again, when he's going to say bird watching again. Bam.
Okay.
Bird watching. Who sent you?
And got it.
Just 2 days, like turn, boom, boom, and then go, okay. We used to start when we did in the business, we'd just have 1 or 2 choreographers that were in the same team of very similar martial arts. In the last few years, we've been experimenting with mixing the Hong Kong styles with more of the American styles and even some of the European flavors. And with the right people, as long as it's talked about beforehand, it's been pretty productive. We've gotten some neat little mixes of ideas. So, I'll show some pieces that goes on at the same time. Yeah, so now, as he takes pain down, pain starts to get up the page. At the same time, toe roll will start coming in from the back side. So now we have 3 stories. Step, step, step. He sees him, this is you. You're gonna go after pain this way. You grab the gun and go.
And action.
Cut.
Jason takes it so seriously. He thinks he's a soldier.
Hey, Jimmy, tilt me up, will you? Right about there.
What's that, Stallone?
And we're not expecting this because I'm trying to get ahead of schedule here, so this wasn't planned for like I thought, all right, I get 2 weeks to prepare. 2 hours. Oh, come on.
But I will throw some more sand out for you guys.
Down. Pictures up. Here we go, guys. And roll sound. Oh, right here.
It is clean. Don't want to try to keep let him get the pressure on.
Push harder. Did that work?
See, this is the difference between wrestling and the movie-making process. If this would have happened in a wrestling ring, no big deal. But, you know, as soon as it happens on a movie set, you got to throw ice on, throw makeup on, try to keep continuity. BS, but that's the movie business.
I remember the last time I worked with a wrestler was with Hulk Hogan. And people said, don't do it, he's too big. And I said, that's the whole point. And I remember laying there and seeing his shin bone coming down on me. And it was like a building landing right on top of me. I never felt anything like that. It just jarred everything in my body. And I said, I realized one thing you can't fake in wrestling is gravity.
All right, have a seat. Let's take a look. You know, it usually takes about a month to start feeling better. If we can inject this and put a shot right there, you'll feel really good. You can ice and elevate and take it easy.
But will it help accelerate the healing a little bit?
It does.
It does?
Yeah, it does.
I can do this better. Okay.
probably endured physical injuries like an NFL player during the season. If he were an athlete right now, he would definitely be on the disabled list. You know, he would be out for the season. And no, I haven't seen a director or actor work like this before. Never.
Cool. Thank you. Wait, so squeeze it, right? Right here? Yep. Now here.
I'm just thinking. How's it okay?
Judge.
So I go to here.
Just put your leg on his head. Whoa,
Yeah,
that's it. Jesus.
No.
And this is you. Here's the ball. Here's the socket. Here's your supraspinatus coming over. This is a little spur on it. This is the edge of the tendon. That edge is supposed to be attached to here. That's the tear.
That should be attached?
Yeah, this part right here is supposed to be attached down across this spot.
So is that old or new?
The best thing medically is to fix it.
No.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know what you do. Do you, like, just shut the film down? Which is a
Then you'd have to
disaster?
shut it down for 4 months, or you'll lose everyone.
Yeah.
Jason's got another movie in August.
And the question is whether you can do the stuff you need to do.
I have to.
I mean, you know, my thought would be to, with not understanding any of this, the movie business stuff would be, he needs to come home and have you fix it, like now.
I cannot stress enough that we are moving it forward. That's how it's happening. These trucks are out. This thing blows, it'll be gone. This helicopter's gone. So you'll have these fires going here between the statue, and then of course we have our building coming down. So we have this hellacious crap going on behind us, and we're being shot at this direction. So we have this really interesting wall of destruction going on both sides. We've seen the men fight hand to hand in the tunnel. So the last thing I want to do is see them now fight again in the field, because I think it becomes redundant. This has to be a whole other balletic thing, for lack of a better word. And what you're going to see is actual mechanical, technical mayhem, where now you understand who the Expendables are. They're literally walking war machines. They are, because they're not willing to give an inch, and they're willing to die. Now you're going to see why they're expendable. They're pinned down. There's no hope. I've wired the entire building in a way that a demolitions expert in Las Vegas would wire a casino that has to come down. They're not going to explode it, they're going to implode it, which is a method to their madness. And that's going to create a diversion, and it's the only thing that would save their life. If it was an explosion, it wouldn't help at all, because they would be blown up too. The entire bottom of this palace begins to implode, which creates a kind of like, not a firestorm, but just a hellacious dust storm and debris storm, which will, and we just worked on this tonight, this will be a tidal wave coming towards these men, something they've never faced before. It's not about bullets anymore. They're literally going to be engulfed in debris. You have to stand like soldiers. You're not like this. You're about ready to kill. You're about ready to go into battle. So be alert. You're on camera. Action! When you're doing a film that is trying to be as truthful as possible, and you're using ammunition that fires a flame 10 feet long, that if you get too close to your partner, you can scorch them, you can cause real damage, or a man gets too close to an explosive, it can lay him out. I've seen it before, where literally blow a hole in a person. I've seen stuntmen taken to hospitals and you know, like in gurneys, screaming in agony. But you say, okay, how far are you willing to push this? And these guys are willing to step up and work with fire, work with bullets, work with incredibly dangerous situations. And that, I felt, is the difference between making an action film that relies a lot on CGI and just putting your guts and your nuts on the line and going for it. We don't have $200 million budget to make it extraordinarily visual, but we have enough desire to make it brutally real. You're trying to be original when all originality has been done a long time ago. So the only thing that can be original here is the kind of the emotion and the process of the attack.
Ready? Action!
All these guys are being pulled out of their comfort zone, believe me. Why don't we just pick up?
I mean, if you're happy with it.
No. I think just that piece, Vern.
Yeah.
They're giving me things I haven't seen before. And that's what's going to make the difference. I need to see one of the way in the zone.
Okay.
Remorse.
3.
I kill killers. That's what I do. Take out the trap.
All right, good. Here comes the guy.
Okay, here we go. The only thing that never runs out of being exciting to watch is human courage and overcoming odds and knowing that character. You know what? Afterwards, I'd have a beer with him. In other words, you got to have some human touch, and that's the hardest thing to do. Bullets are easy. You can buy them. They're 23 cents a piece. You buy emotions, priceless. You can't buy them. This is when you really see a different side of the personality. It's like, okay, nice guy, well raised, funny man, jokes, but now it's like, okay, see, this is no joke. You're a killing machine. This is what makes you so special. So you see the flames, and I want to get all these different looks just in your eyes, and you just see this the personality, soul. Then afterwards, right here, this is no joke.
Anger!
Here we go. Ready and action!
Cut!
And we're cutting.
When I started out, it was always about the quote star, the action guy who would be surrounded by nondescript adversaries and co-stars. It just didn't matter. Not anymore.
I killed you 4 times in Brazil.
I know.
4 different occasions.
Come on, guys, we're falling behind schedule here.
Let's go right now. We're ready to shoot, but now we need to add that extra little
We're 30 minutes behind. Line them up perfect.
All 7 cameras running now.
I thought that working with guys that really had a potential to take the action genre to another level would be very important.
Action!
That was a dream come true right there.
Yeah.
When I was 10, I had that dream.
You're right.
Action!
You know, I always said that the action films really changed dramatically with the first Batman. That was the day when actors actually could Velcro their muscles on. They could jump into a rubber suit and zip it up and bingo. Lately, it's been somewhat floundering because guys that are willing to take the bumps and the bruises and go through the pain are not in abundance.
Everyone protect your ears, please. In 3,
Good luck, guys.
1, action!
Wait a minute, guys, don't put that out. Don't put that out.
Do not put the fire out.
Just run film.
Burn, roll on the 10.
Macro.
Look at that great shot.
That's fire.
That's fire, boy.
Oh, you messed up. You should have had them like facing the camera while they're running towards the camera.
While you're still alive, why don't you come over to me?
Did she really cool?
Yeah.
She's telling him now.
That was awesome. I was giving.
And so I saved his life, but he doesn't even know it. But the fourth guy has a rocket launcher. After I turn it, oh, it's too late, and he's hunkering down on me. But I still have to blow up this chopper. I can't get through the wall of fire. I know that Eric Roberts is heading for this chopper with the girl. So I run around the side, and I'm looking. I don't have a grenade. I have nothing to blow this thing up. I can't blow it with a pistol. And I find these warheads. They're like 150 pounds, and I can't lift them. At the same time, this building is falling, and it's knocking on a statue, which is going to crush Terry Crews, who's Hail Caesar. He's running full tilt, and just at the last second, he vaults as the head goes by. Heisman. Like a Heisman Trophy move, and he rolls into the dirt. And there's a guy coming up behind me. He pulls out this giant razor that we straight razor, and he literally throws it, which I've never seen done, like a boomerang. Takes the guy, his Zippo out, runs over to me. He goes, "What the hell are you doing?" I said, "I need." He goes, "That's a man-sized bomb. Stand away, boy. Where do you want it?" I go, and he heaves this 150-pound thing in the air like a football. It is coming down right towards this chopper, and in midair, I take it out with the 45s, which creates a bomb that takes out this whole section. Pulls up Eric Roberts, goes, uh-oh, chopper gone. He bails, he goes the opposite direction, and that's when we head to our finale.
Now, did you just make this up just now?
Yeah.
So this was completely unplanned, you just came over here, talked it out, and made up that whole thing?
He's an on-the-cuff type of guy. He never has a plan. If there's a plan that's made, he'll throw it away. The script is basically a guideline. The call sheet is just an advisory. We never do it. He likes to think on his feet and on the job.
You always want to leave room for discovery, because in those moments, you find things that you couldn't anticipate.
When you're working that way, everything is not going to be a bullseye. It's going to be a miss. I consider my life, seriously, a 10% on the target life. 90% misses. But those 10 counted. I'm going to wear this a little tighter than I should, but...
Yeah, that is pretty tight.
Put the ready shape up. Get this.
Ready, and action! Cut it! That was nice.
你知道吗？我过不去了。到那儿之后，我想抄的时候正好抄。
Okay, I think we got this one. Okay.
What happened, Dad?
Your daddy hurt his leg really bad.
What's next?
I was just gonna say after this, Jason up, and after that, Jet up.
Pop. Is that all the shots?
Lift your leg slightly.
We have 3 cameras.
Lift your leg. Put it down, guys.
Nice legs here.
My wife goes, "Want some pasta?"
I've been holding this for an hour. Please take a bite.
Stop. What's this?
No,
Okay, I'm good. Thanks.
Push down, push on the gas.
I'll be all right. A lot of times actors are exhausted, and I say to them, look, I'm dying, everyone's dying, but you're going to be sitting on a couch with your grandchild someday, and you're going to look at that, and you're going to loathe yourself because you didn't dig down. This is the time. This is where you really show your character.
Fire all, pictures up. Here we go. Action!
Before you know it, you're in the moment. And when you're in the moment, people tend to follow you, and you just go with it.
little warm.
We don't have to go in and check the other camera.
You look great, Jay. Stuffed in. You feel the heat? No, it's
right? Look good. Okay, you look great.
Don't go in, guys. Hold on. Let's put it out. Let's put out the fire before anybody in. Effects and stunts only.
That was great. Beautiful. So now, there'll be the continuation. We'll get these great shots, the whole place and all that stuff. But
got it.
You got it.
No, I felt fine. I just want to make sure the timing on the truck was okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. Good.
I know I can do it, but you still question it. And I like that doubt. I really do. I covet my insecurity. I covet my fear, because that's what makes me want to do it. You know, like you say, you get hurt, makes you want to work harder. You get an injury, makes you want to, we get behind the schedule, makes you want to dig in. But you have to say at the end of your life, is the pleasure worth the pain? Good to see you guys.
It's good to see you too. You're limping.
Good luck, Daddy.
Thanks, baby.
You can do it. It's
Hey.
only is it gonna hurt?
No, it's not gonna hurt at all.
If I don't come back, baby,
Yeah.
I'm on a space shuttle. I'll see you.
In Mars.
Where am I going?
Oh, you're going to a time capsule.
I am. They're freezing me. So I can come back and kill all your boyfriends.
You know, he's doing the job of at least 4 people, and he's injured, so that doesn't help. You know, he's been working nights. He hasn't slept at all. I know that for a fact. He got home at 6 and took us out to breakfast at 10 and hasn't slept all day, and now he's got to work all night again. I don't know. He's got to just get home and be operated on right away.
This is the tendon, hernia's longest tendon. It's one of your key muscles that turns your foot out. And you ruptured it totally in two. That's the, yeah, I mean, it's pulled totally off. And it's pulled away.
The locust will be arriving anytime, sir. Send down the frog.
He hit the wall. He just hit the fucking wall. I don't blame him. You know, I mean, a man can only do so much. He has a dislocated shoulder, torn, rotator cuff. He has a torn ligament in his leg. He has shingles. He has constant pain. He has constant stress. He has constant anxiety. And, you know, there's very little we can do to alleviate that. All we can do is just let him know the scope of work he has left.
I don't think I was born a team leader or a captain. I'm here because it's a byproduct of failure. What I mean is, if I had been successful as an actor, I never would have started writing.
And action.
Still hot, still hot,
And cut, gun still hot. That was good.
It worked?
Yeah, it was good.
And after Rocky 1 came out and won the Oscar, and I wrote Rocky 2, nobody wanted to do it. The director passed on it, so it was dumped into my lap.
Guys, let's show him a quick lineup here before he has to go back to first. He throws, Randy arches, he comes up on his knee, down on his knee, and then he charges. That's
Is this slow-mo?
We've shot 3 at slow-mo, and this is just going to be 1 at 24.
But how tight was it in slow-mo? And next thing I know, they said, okay, here you go. Here's a camera. Go out and direct, and good luck. And that's why I became a director.
That's it, fight it, fight it.
What are you running, 72?
72.
This is 24 though, right?
Yeah. 23 over there.
Yes, but the wide is, you're wide.
Wide is
I'm
72.
wide. And action.
Go.
Good, cut.
Normally you just see a guy fall into shot dust with a truck in the foreground. So underneath the truck, you just see these guys rolling and make it alive using the environment.
Yep.
But if you just had 2 guys standing out there, you'd be old. You might never do this. But it looks like what it is. Like that. You're gonna do this. You gotta, selling the punch is harder than throwing the punch. Making a movie it's like warfare. It's always damage control. Your emotions betray you. Your writing can betray you. Your strength can betray you. Your health goes. You're out of money. You're out of time. You're over budget. then you say, you know, you don't have anything to prove, but yeah, you do. You always have to prove yourself to yourself. You always do. I don't give a damn what anyone says. You're constantly looking for a mountain to climb. That's what keeps you alive. It keeps you vital. And when you can't find a mountain, maybe you build one. 60 frames. 60 frames? Think about this industry. It's not so much about success, because no matter what, professional gravity sets in and you're gonna tumble from the highest mountain. That's just a fact of life. Nobody stays on top forever, no one. To go out on your own terms is a very noble motivation, and I think it's something that drives you far beyond what a paycheck would do. It's about personal pride and laying your head on the pillow at the end of your life and saying, you know, I kind of did it on my terms and I made mistakes, but I went out right and I came in right.
Action.
Stop! That's good. That's really good. One more. Very nice. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Forget the Dano cam. That ain't happening, but we got this. What I need now is... This is a 100-day shoot in 50 days. This is really it. This is Valley Forge. Very nice. You got this.
Are you gonna want to pan with it?
Oh, yeah. But I gotta know it's a truck, so you gotta bust this out. This crew is beaten up, they're rough, they've been manhandled, but they've adapted to it. Now they're all in an anger mode. They're like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
It's 20.
24.
Go to 24?
Yeah. Okay. Now, what are you speed are you running at? There's something about being able to be in the presence of explosions that shake the earth and rock the cameras and getting as close to an actual event as possible. I don't know, it gets your blood going. It really makes you want to go back and do it again. Boom! Boom. Then you're panning, right?
Yep.
Let's go, soldiers. Once you get your guns, run. Okay, 60 seconds. Let's go. Andy, how much time do you need? Okay, let's go.
Hey, you guys got
Here we go.
Be ready as you can be without me telling you to lie.
We have thumbs up from our 4 cameras. Prepare to go.
Cape Kennedy.
Hey guys, we're in the countdown here. Everyone stand by. We're gonna go hard on effects. Go hard on effects. Hard on effects. Hard drop.
Pan around. Whip pan, whip.
Whip pan.
Whip pan.
Dutch it.
Whip pan!
Okay, jerk the camera around faster.
Whip the cameras out.
Crazy, Dutch him, move it. Okay, cut.
Good.
So Sly, let's get you and Terry now over there. Same thing.
That was good.
So
hey,
that was pretty good. So let's get.
Everybody here has been pretty successful in their lives, but they still have something to prove. There's still something in there that they want to pull out. It digs at them.
I cleared the bed, man. Look at this.
Grit on the face, ready? Action! Go! Go get closer! Go around. Cut!
I won't be here, sir.
There's something that keeps drawing you back to a situation that you're not sure if you can surmount. It's exhausting, sometimes frustrating, but it's incredibly exhilarating, and it builds a kind of a camaraderie that you normally don't find in life.
1
get it? Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
moving on.
We're gonna blow this building right here behind me. The munition shed will blow. Once again, everything starts moving out of here. Camera gear, chairs, people, everybody. This courtyard will be empty when we do this.
I can do it, Jim.
Thank you.
There's 3 over there always ready to
I
run.
mean it, for real. And ammo's done. This wasn't on the schedule. Isn't that amazing?
Stay safe, guys. Everyone stays here.
Let it burn to the ground. You know what I mean? Let it just torch a while.
If we're still rolling, let it torch.
It'll be like our first time.
So you want to fall him down,
we have one more
down,
camera,
or just a
right?
regular?
Yeah, does he want me to do my flippy thing too?
No, just
Yeah.
how it just flop. How are they gonna fall?
Do
And
your
that,
flippy
same
thing, you put the other
so you
guy
just
on
match.
it.
You just match it.
Okay, so put a 40 on the 235. Ready, and 3, 2, 1, action!
Cut.
Sure.
Set up for you. We got it? It's a wrap on the Expendables, everybody. Thank you very much.
And the thing is, tomorrow just never existed. None of it. I am not who I am. These are not my clothes. The soldiers never existed. These trucks never existed. There is no place called Molina. It's gone. I mean, gone. In some alternate universe, it just disappears. And I always think about it. I said, man, that's why you got to dig down, because it's gone. And you can't get it back. Ever. And that's why before every take, I go, remember, man, it's one trip. There is no heaven, there is no hell. There's only here and now. And you gotta, like, enjoy it, man. Because tomorrow, it's gone. God, Arnold, you know, we're doing this documentary. You can't believe it, but everyone here thinks they're us. So you can imagine being in the same room with 10 of us.
I think it always seems like the most challenging when you're in it. It's like the best steak you ever had is the one you're eating. So I guess this is the most challenging, yeah.
I'm so bone weary. You know, probably now's not a good time to interview me, but I'd like to finish, get home, take a shower, take a rest, you know, regroup, rethink, get my life back for a week, see the daylight, which I haven't seen for 3 months, and just, you know, start thinking about post, which is another 9 months.
I am free. I'm taking everyone and said, hey, anyone want to, like, take a gondola through hell for a while?
There's just something when you begin getting emails from every corner of the planet. You know, kids that are at like an internet cafe in Bangladesh, you know, writing because they're fans of Sylvester Stallone. We don't have stars like that anymore.
Paralysis is definitely part of the informed consent for this operation, because it, you can see the spinal cord, first of all, is compromised here. The white streak that you see in the spinal cord there is the bruise in the spinal cord. This disc, as we showed you on the MRI, was pushing back in the spinal canal. And we came in and took the disc out, and you connect it with this plate. He's very tough. He reminds me a lot of the professional athletes that we've done, and his attitude and his approach to the problem. He has a little better sense of humor than some of them, but has the same type of intensity, I think, as we see in a lot of the pro athletes we've taken care of.
You guys want to have some dinner tonight? Go someplace special, like maybe the OR? You know what's sad? During the movie, like, I left one girl and I came back and I saw a young woman.
Thank you.
No, thanks, but it's very aggravating. And there you go. What is worth more, a movie?
Or your daughter?
Yeah.
Probably a movie. Just joking.
I used to think so.
Hey!
I did.
Now go away.
No, a long time ago. Long time ago.
Never loved anyone. I never loved